And thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. We've got the visitors facing the home team. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Durant for three. And a big finish by Robinson.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Screen by Durant. Pass to Robinson. 5 on the clock. Finished by Robinson.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Here's Tatum. That one off the back iron and out. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so Durant will bring it up to Seattle. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Brown with a steal. And out of bounds. Colorado Springs will have it. Now here's Morant. The kick to Tatum. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
The kick to Durant. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Right wing. It's stolen by Tatum. And here's Morant. The kick to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a foul. It'll go on to Monty Kamara. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Waters. The three is up.
On defense, Durant utilizes his length and quickness, creating really solid coverage.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And that one's good. Waters.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Knippel. The three. Drops in the three.
The rookie Con Knippel with the confident answer. A three of his own after the one on the other side.
And it's Morant off the drive. And he comes up with a bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Tatum. And here's Dunn. Kamara with it. Dunn in his pocket. Now here's Durant. This one for three. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Pass to Waiters. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Waters got 6.
exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And out of bounds, Seattle will have it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Morant. Rebounded by Kamara. An open look for Durant. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Pass to Tatum. Will it go? Seattle pulls it in.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
The kick to Durant. Three-pointer. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter.
Colorado Springs, 10.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
You see this from Brown night after night, always ready to get out on the break.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Knipple with a bucket.
Showing he can get dangerous off the dribble. Knipple fires before the defense even notices he's rising up.
Sinks it from distance.
After hitting 0 threes in the first half, he's got a couple now. You can see the confidence building.
Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Durant, reading the floor and finding the guy with the best shot available.
And here's the fast break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
The three is up. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
I just love the ball movement.
And stolen by Brown. Fires from deep. And again, Seattle with a triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Now here's Kamara. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's his second foul. I don't know if they'll sit him. It's a tough decision.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this. You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Colorado Springs shooting their first free throws here tonight. Seattle making a switch here. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, B.A., it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
6 to shoot. Here's Kamara. And he goes in for the dunk.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Colorado Springs foul call.
Thanks. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Guys, back to you.
You love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Tatum plays some tough defense. You won't see his energy level drop at that end. Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Durant. Offensive board. It's good on the putback.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Morant. Rebounded by Kamara.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Outside Durant. Picked by Vucevic. Pass to Knipple. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. The 10-footer. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Morant with the bucket.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture them.
Mitchell double teamed. Here's Knipple. The kick to Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Inside. Tatum, good. Tatum's got 10.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Seattle out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Off target from outside. Outside Brown. Left side Durant. Lets the 3 fly. Waters grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Colorado Springs needs to get off a shot here. Here's Tatum. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Outside Durant. The 3.
Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
Assist goes to
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
How about the elevation from Brown there? He really gets up quick to throw it down.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Pass to Durant. Screen by Robinson. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
We all know about Durant's ability as a scorer, but he is so unselfish, and he always makes the right play in pick and rolls.
There's Tatum with the three. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The three, Durant. The rebound by Ware. Colorado Springs with the ball. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. There's a screen by Kamara. From behind the arc. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 28.
And he was hot from three to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Durant. Colorado Springs with a rebound.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And he commits the intentional foul. And Seattle calls time here.
Timeout.
And Seattle calls time here.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
To the paint. Another shot. Pass to Durant. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And KD getting to his spot there. He thrives in the mid-range. His first three of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Here's Brown. Uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 8.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Morant with it. And Kamara picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Waters.
3 points.
Now you see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
For three, Durant. The rebound by Ware. Here's the break. Morant looking around. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Ware. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Durant. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. The three ball. Colorado Springs with a rebound.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Tatum. He can't get that one to fall. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Durant with the bucket.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. and that's now his second in this half.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Right side, Brown. Down low. Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Morant. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
62.
Seattle out in front.
Colorado Springs. 37.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Brown. Outside Durant. From downtown. Sinks the tray. Durant's got 36 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Tatum can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Screen by Durant. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. Here's Morant. Great D that time from Kamara.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 5. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Tatum with a screen. Here's Waters. Shoots over Brown. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
On the wing, Durant. Brown with it. Back to Durant. Goes up from the top of the key. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Tatum can't hit.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Dunn.
Team foul.
And that's KD recognizing the opportunity, putting the defender in a no-win spot.
We've had the in-season tournament for a few years now, Grant. What's your opinion on it?
You know, B.A., I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, the NBA Cup is drawing increased fan interest, and the players are invested. So what's not to like about it?
Team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Seattle.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break, converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Outside Durant. From the arc. Hits the trifecta. Durant's got 47 points.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Now Brown. Inside. Outside Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now here's Brown. Outside Durant. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That's his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. easy over the back call.
Yeah, come on. He knows better than to commit that foul. If you don't have position, they're going to call that every time.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Brown. Here's Tatum. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his third foul so far. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have. They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Pass to Durant. Williams grabs the board.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Tatum from long range. Seattle pulls it in.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Outside Brown. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Ball goes to Colorado Springs. Now into the lineup for Seattle. Royce O'Neal. Alec Burks.
That's tipped. It's stolen by McCain. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You too. It will be a rejump.
So we see Seattle get the win here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.